What's up, guys? Nostal-Gi-Oh here, back with another Master Duel video. Today we're going to be talking about the Adamancipator deck. I did make this deck on the game, on Master Duel, but it's on my alt, which is only on my phone, so I can't really, show you guys the Master Duel deck profile. So I'm going to show you the deck profile in here, but then I have a couple really good replays that we'll talk about after. I'll view them and you guys can see, oh wow, this is ridiculous. Yeah, this deck's really absurd. It's like really absurd. It's a really gross deck. But it's insanely good and it's really consistent and it plays through things really well as long as you're not getting like complete like locked out of the game with another Buster lock deck. You're playing through boards, basically. Like, you're almost always breaking boards. The only thing that kind of sucks is, like, Max C, and we're playing Sekka's Light instead of the Called By stuff. I want to play the Grass stuff, and I want to play Grass is Greener and Called By and Crossout Designator, but that's way too many Ultra Rares for my free-to-play account to get to right now. So this is what we're working with, but I think this is an insane list for what we're working with. If you're not playing, like, the Grass stuff, or the Called By build, this is an insane way of playing. And I'm backed up to 5k gems again, so we probably can make the grass stuff kind of soon, which is what I'm looking forward to doing. But anyway, all that aside, before we get into the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff. And if you shop for IRL cards on TCG Player, use my TCG affiliate link. You just click on it and then shop, check out, and it directly supports the channel, costing you no extra. So it's really nice to do. Anyway, all that being said, let's get into the actual deck itself. So one unfortunate thing about this is that there's no rarities on here, but I'll mention the rarities. As far as the main deck goes, it's almost all supers except like, your staples, Max C, Ash, the one Nib. That's the only ultras and the Buster. But the extra deck is expensive once you get into the ultra rares. A lot of this stuff is super rare. Doki Doki, Researcher, Sekka's Light, Block Dragon, this guy, a lot of super rares in the deck. But as far as ultra rares go, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 extra deck ultra rares. So really, it's like 15 ultra rares total that are in this build. So this build's fairly budget, I would say. Because I built this with just solo mode, for all the free-to-play gems from starting an account and solo mode. So I think this deck's fairly free-to-play. It's fairly budget option. The extra deck's expensive, but it's fairly budget. Other than that, and also a lot of the extra deck is combo stuff that you'll need for if you make like Dragon Link, if you make like PK. There's like a lot of cards down there that you're gonna use across a lot of combo decks. So I think if you're looking for like a good cheap deck on a combo account, this is a good one. Anyway, all that being said, let's get into the actual deck profile itself. So, let's start off with the Adamancipator cards. I'm just playing 3 of all of them. 3 Researcher, 3 Seeker, and 3 Analyzer. This one's Cyber Dragon-esque, where if you only your opponent controls monster, you can special summon it, so it's insane going second. And then this is, you can special it if you control an Adamancipator, and this one you can special if you have a rock. So this is the best with like the Block Dragon stuff, because if you haven't already accessed all your Adamancipator cards, you can special the block, link it off, and then special summon Gigantes, Seeker, and Researcher, and then you just special all of them, and it's unbelievable. So like, yeah, if you don't see all of your Adamancipator cards, you see all of them once you get to Block Dragon. And Block Dragon is searchable by Gallant Granite, which is just a rank 4 away. Like so close. This is like super easily accessible, the entire deck in general. So that's the Adamancipator cards in the main deck. We play the 3 Block Dragon, of course, because they're the most insane cards. This is the card, like this card is banned, never going to come back in TCG. This card is just insane. The supporting rock lineup that I played is the Kawaki Miru support, the triple Supplier, and triple Guardian. Guardian is a monster negate, so a lot of the times you can like, Fear Max C, you can normal summon Guardian, special summon Researcher, and then play, and your opponent would like, if they Max C, you can just negate it with Guardian, so that's really good. And you can also hit this guy off of Supplier. When you special summon Supplier, you can search a Guardian, which is just like a free net 1 card, but it's also like, it gets you to Guardian, and then you can like discard it with Doki, special another Guardian. Like basically this deck, like if you have access to like 2 cards or like even one of the Adamancipators and they hit into a second one, you kind of just go entire like just full combo, like just full balls to wall crazy combo. Nothing really stops this deck. Like one hand trap never really stops this deck. You go normal summon an Adamancipator effect, they go Imperm, you're like, oh, darn. Any extender in the game for the deck. Any of the Adamancipator cards that can extend through that are just insane. They just special and then do it again. If your opponent has 2 hand traps, whatever, cool. You go into Needle Fiber. Like, it's just insane. Or Halki Fibrax, mind you. I still call it Needle Fiber because I'm old, I guess. But yeah, we have all of these cards that just like they're insane. So that's all the good rock monsters. Then we also play the triple Doki Doki. That guy just like gets you into any monster basically. You can pitch a card, you discard a rock monster, and then a special one from your deck with the same level. So you know the whole deck is 2s and 4s. So like basically this card sets up your entire deck, which is pretty insane. Then I played the triple Roxy's and 1 Dropsies lineup. This essentially just makes Appaloosa for free going first, or access code going free, going second for free. Like basically, it puts a link 2 and a level 1. It puts a link 2 and a monster on board, going through full combo. You also net. You also trade 1 card out, banish a card from your hand to draw a new card with Roxy's, and it also puts 2 rocks in your graveyard. 3 total if you start with Roxy's, because Roxy's and then Meow Meow and then the second Roxy's that you summon off the pranks, the Dropsies. So it's like essentially a full block dragon plus an Appaloosa, almost like completely from the Roxy's engine. So like these cards are just absurd. Like they're so powerful. You don't want to draw this card, but it's fine. Like whatever. At the end of the day, like whatever you draw it, you can still normal summon it for combo if worse comes to worse, and it gets you 2 Roxy's, and then Roxy's you can link away and play into this, or like special the Roxy's and then special one of these from your hand. So it's like really fine. Like it's fine to draw this. You really don't want to, but it's fine. And also Sekka's Light lets you put back a card. So if you do draw Dropsies, you can put it back to your deck and then draw a new card instead, which is really good. The Sekka's Light is insane for that Dropsies, Ode Lion, and Buster Sword, because those are the 3 cards you don't want to draw. So it's really good. So yeah, that is the main like engine cards of the deck. Other than that, we play a couple weird cards that I'll tell you. The Buster Dragon, of course, this is like the big thing for this deck, is Buster locking people out of the extra deck with an Omni Negate. It's gross. It's like unbeatable by most of the time, because even if your opponent droplets, that doesn't negate the Destruction Sword, because this is effect of a spell trap. Like it's equipped, so they can't droplets it. So like even if your opponent droplets the board, they still can't use the extra deck, which is just insane. So they need like removal plus droplets to break through the Boral Sword Omni Negate as well. It's just insane. Like it's just really, really good. I play the 1 Weeping Idol. This is just a rock extender. Sometimes I like to search it off of the Block Dragon. This is a flex spot. You can definitely cut this, but in my experience so far, it's been pretty gas. I'm not gonna lie. The 1 O-Lion is insane for the Hulk combos. It's a free body. You go Hulk, bring out the O-Lion, and then you use the O-Lion, and it gives you a free token, and you can use that token into Link Spider, and then like you just get so many. It's like so many free bodies that just like makes an insane board. It's also a level 2 tuner, which like comes up a lot of the time. You can just like make Raptide or something, like because it's generic, so you can just like use this in any 4. Which is really, really fantastic. It's just like really strong all around. It's also this can go into Link Spider, and Link Spider can be the Earth that Block Dragon and Link Spider can make into Union Carrier. So like bridging to full combo, it's just so easy. You can get through it always, like always. Then I played triple Max C and triple Ash for the only hand traps and stuff. Since I'm playing Sekka's Light, I'm not playing like the card buys, crossouts, grass, anything like that. So we need the Ash. But a cool thing is, like, you can activate Sekka's Light. Your opponent's not going to chain Max C to that. And then you have, like, two additional cards to see the Ash. So, like, you see Ash Blossom a lot of the time for, like, Max C. Like, just based off Sekka's Light, like, helps you get there a little bit quicker, too. So it's cool. But, yeah, Max C really sucks against this deck. Like, it's really, really, really good against this deck. And Ash is our only way. It's our only out. So, like, it's kind of bad. That's the main deck. 1 Nib as well. It's searchable by Gallant Granite, but it's also just, like, cool, right? Like I get to drop Max C. Like a lot of the time my opponent goes Max C and I have to pass. Like honestly, like I'm not gonna give them 30 cards to the Buster Lock because they will draw the 2 outs that are needed for the Buster Lock. So I don't like to play through Max C. I just don't. Like I'm a player that doesn't like to play through Max C. I just don't want to, even if my end board is so absurd that I'm pretty sure they're not gonna kill me through it. It's still like nice to just pass. And like, a lot of the time they'll do it on, like, your normal summon Adamancipator, so they know you're playing Rock Deck, which typically plays Nib, so they're, like, kind of afraid if you drop Max C to, like, play through Nib. So, like, that's kind of cool. Like, that's a neat interaction that does happen, which is kind of cool. That's the 1 Nib is nice for. And then the one Xenoguitar, this guy's actually kind of cool. If it's sent to the graveyard, then you can add back a rock and then put a card from your hand to the top of your deck. So you can put, that's like another option to get rid of these ugly brick cards that just like suck in your hand. Dropsies, Olion, and Dragon Buster. So all three of those cards can like go back with that, and then you can add back an extender if it's not turn 1, or you can just add back like a follow-up play for the next turn. So that card's really good. Xenoguitar, I like this card a lot. And then it also has a secondary effect, which you can use both these effects on the same turn. When it's banished to dump a rock monster. So when you're block dragoning, this can be like essentially just a free one because you banish it and then it replaces itself in the graveyard. So it's solid. It has 2 good effects, and I like both the effects. And I don't mind playing like more weird rock cards in the main deck because they're just extenders off of these cards. They're like just a hit. And in my experience, I usually only hit 1 to 2. So I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to play more rocks, like just that like hit off of these, because I miss sometimes, and like when you miss, it's like really unfortunate. So yeah, that's the main deck. Let's look at the extra deck. So starting off with the Synchros, we play the one Arclight. This guy can summon off of Doki Doki and Seeker or Researcher really easily, and it's an Omni Negate. So you can do this pretty early, and it guarantees you're not nibbed, and that's just like pretty solid. It also has a really cool effect of like Macrocosmosing cards from the hand or deck that are sent to the graveyard. So it like randomly is really, really powerful against a lot of decks in the meta. So Arclight is just crazy. Then we play the one Raptite. This card's really gas. It's just an Adamancipator on the field, but it can also summon any rock, so it doesn't have like the restriction of not summoning another Adamancipator like these do, because these have to summon a non-tuner. Raptite can just summon any, and it's really crazy because you like go up the chain link into Raptite, and then Raptite summons one of these, and then you go up to the chain link to the Boral, and then you have a negate, so you're safe the rest of your play, and then you just end on Union. And then like Buster Lock people with the Boral. It's just insane. Next we play the Dragite. This is just another spell and trap negate when you go through the whole combo and have Dropsies engraved. So like this is pretty cool. I don't make it that much, but it's pretty cool. And going second, the Excavate to bounce effect is just so good. It's actually really powerful. The only Ixies we're playing is Gallant Granite. You could play something like a Baguska or a Dweller if you want to. If you're playing like Parallel Exceed, that's another option that you could play. But I don't really like those cards. I think they're not nearly as good as the actual good cards. But Granite gets you Block Dragon, so of course we're playing Granite. The one Link Spider for the Mecha Phantom Beast O-Line card. It makes a token, then you can link that into this guy. That way you can, go into access code with that because it needs effect monsters. And you can also, it makes Union Carrier a lot easier with the Block Dragon, like I was saying, so it's really good. The 2 Prate cards we play in the extra deck is just the one Meow Meow and the one Doodle. Doodle doesn't actually search you a card. We don't play a target, but it's just that Roxy's can be summonable off of any Adamancipator card. You link one into your Meow Meow, special the Dropsies, filter a card from your hand, which is pretty cool, and then that also takes a rock off your field for a Supplier. So this with the 2, if you have Supplier in your hand, it's like a free 4 bodies, which is an Appaloosa, or it's a free 3 bodies, but one is a link 2, so it's a free Appaloosa, while filtering a card. And then, so this engine's just so gas. You have to play them. I really think they're some of the best engine pieces in Adamancipator that you can play. Then the one Hulk for the combo. This card's just insane. One IP is just a really solid thing to end on. You end on that, it goes into Unicorn, and then the next turn you have the Unicorn on your field. You link that into the Block Dragon into access immediately. You get a search 3, and you can make Block Dragon chain link 1 in the access code chain link 2, so they can't even do anything about it. You just get an instant +2 as soon as your turn starts, and then access code nuke their whole field. So yeah, if they can't out your field, you just nuke their whole field and kill them instantly. And there's no chance for them to do anything. And you have a 5-card hand, so even if they do have something to stop you, you're ending on your million negates and Buster Lock still, no matter what. It's just so powerful. IP is just a really cool thing you can add on to the combo. Union Carrier is the best thing about the combo. It's the Buster Lock. That is really the reason I played this deck. Even made it. Unicorn, access code, just for a nice little finishing combo. And then I'm playing Boral Sword as well because sometimes access code gets answered and stuff. It's not very frequently, but you can just immediately make Boral Sword right after and then just finish them, just win off of that. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, this is definitely a flex spot. You can definitely cut this. I see people playing the Geonator card, which I guess makes sense, but it's not that good. So I don't know. I figured I'd just play the second finisher, but yeah. And then the last card is Appaloosa. This is just a pretty essential piece of the deck, and you can make it really easily, really early in your combo. probably not under nib most of the time, but if they nib you before you're doing that, usually you can play through it. And if you have block dragon, no doubt, like you're playing right through it, right through nib. It doesn't matter at all. The guy didn't matter at all. And then you can even like take the token from nib and then make it into link spider and then like continue playing through just that and the block dragon. So like, yeah, basically like nothing stops this deck except max C. That's really how it goes. Like, that's it. And then obviously nib like neuters the last board. Like, obviously it helps deal with the board. Anyway, I guess that's it for that. Let's go ahead and show off some of the combos. Okay, so we've got a replay. This is going to be the replay. This replay is gross. I remember this. I did this last night. I was just like, jeez, dude, this combo is unbelievably broken. There's just no chance of anybody winning through this combo, like, most of the time. I really feel that way. Okay, so we're going to start it off. The hand's, like, not bad. We have a Sekka's Light and, like, a million plays off of that. And Sekka's Light's going to get us droplets, but or dropsies, but we're going to be able to put that dropsies back with the Sekka's Light. So that's really cool. This play is, like, so gross because we get to normal summon Guardian. And then special summon the Researcher, which means now if my opponent, like, did actually, like, max C, we have a negate for it. So it's really, really strong. So this is, like, honestly optimal combo, to be honest, right here. So, Researcher, did I miss? Yeah, I missed. Researcher misses. But we have another extender in hand, so we special summon out the Seeker. Seeker is going to hit, guaranteed. It saw the Guardian. So we're going to summon off the Guardian. I think we summoned, yeah, Supplier searches Guardian, which is pretty solid. Now, where do we go from here? Okay, so, since my opponent didn't max C, I was just like, okay, whatever. We're going to summon Granite with our negate. I know it's bad for me to use the negate, but whatever, it's fine. And then we're just gonna go into the Needle Fiber from here. Alright, I didn't give my opponent the benefit of the doubt there. I probably should have left the Guardian on the field, but I just wanted to go as like insane as I could. And like Gallant Granite guarantees that I just get to Block Dragon right now, which like makes the combo unfair. So Hulk is gonna summon out my O-Lion, and then we're gonna summon out the Block Dragon. Now here, I think we make the Appaloosa. Now we're safe again from anything. Anything my opponent really wants to do except like Imperm, we're safe from. So we're gonna bring out the Appaloosa, and look at that. We got the Royal Foil Appaloosa. Yeah, that's right. That's right. All right, O-Lion's gonna summon out our token. The token's good. And now we're gonna get Gigantes and Supplier, which isn't even that crazy off of a Block Dragon. But the fact that it's just 2 free monsters, it's pretty stupid. And we didn't use the Supplier effect to summon, so it's a free body in hand. Now we special out the Raptite, and that's right. I got another Royal Foil. That's right. That's right. Now we're going to Raptite, special summon out a guy. I'm really hoping to hit Analyzer. That's like the card I want to hit the most, or the Doki. But we hit the Researcher, which just makes our Boral Savage here, which is completely fine. We make out the Boral Savage here. Summon it in, you know, not the Link Zone for that guy. Equip the Hulk. Now we're going to link the token into our Link Spider. That way we have 2 Earths on the field. Now I think I messed up combo here, and I summoned the Block Dragon and then use it, which is just a mistake. I should have used the Supplier and the Link Spider instead. Leave the Block Dragon on field. That way my opponent can just like Regeki my board. But we're going to make Union Carrier, equip to the Borreload, and then pass. And if I ended on Block Dragon as well, which I could have, it would use my whole hand, but I should have just used that instead of the Supplier. So if I would have linked the Supplier and the Link Spider instead, we would also have Block Dragon in defense. And if you don't know, Block Dragon is a stupid effect where it says all your monsters can only be destroyed by battle. So my opponent can just like go Regeki. I'd force my negate. I'd be able to keep my negate if he goes Regeki here. But yeah, I think my opponent just scoops, or they start playing into this, but there's like no chance of them winning. Yeah, he's playing like Cyber Dragon. There's like no chance of him winning. He can't go into the extra deck, so he can't just like turn off anything. It doesn't matter. Yeah, he just scoops. There's no winning. But yeah, that's the combo. You know, it was a little scuffed, but like it's a really strong combo nonetheless. It's like a ridiculous combo. So yeah, that's all I have. Deck list, of course, is going to be in the description down below. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. TCG affiliate link in the description. Have a good week. Goodbye.